Hey guys, it's Buzz here, and I'm back with even more Everlasting Summer once again. So I know there's been some time, but I've been busy. I didn't have the time to make videos, and I know there's nobody watching these, so sorry. Even though you don't care, no. That's insane. I'm not even remotely funny. But boys, I fucked up major fuck up. This is fucked. I don't remember where we left off. And that's my fuck up. So okay, we are in the boat with Slaviana and Lena, and we are Semyon. Yeah, yes. We got into the boat. I untied it, pushed off the shore, and tried to start paddling. Let's just begin, boys. Yeah. And where exactly are we heading to? Right there. She pointed her finger at the island. That island is named the closest one. Oh, that island is named the closest one. Okay. Now we got it, boys. Now we straight up fucking got it. I wonder what Captain gave it such an original name. Well, the island is indeed close to the shore. Aye, Captain. If only I knew what was waiting for me ahead. I wasn't an experienced oarsman. I'd rowed a boat just once or twice in my entire life. It was less than half a mile to the island, but we were making our way in zigzags thanks to my skills. By approximately the middle of the trip, my arms hurt so badly that I dropped the paddles to get some rest. Well, aren't there any strawberries anywhere else? I mean, in more accessible places? But the tastiest one grow there. Slavia gave me a puzzled look. Is it hard for you to row alone? Lena, unlike Slavia, understood everything straight away. Oh, it's nothing. Anyway, I couldn't let a fragile girl help me. The rest of the way, I spent concentrating on staying alive while getting to the island. Slavia and Lena discussed something, but I wasn't listening. That was too much for me. Oh, it fucked me up that it had a Y there. That it was Lenya and not Lena. What the frick? At last, we arrived. Completely exhausted, I got out on the shore and looked at the boathouse. It seemed so far away that I felt like the first person on the moon watching the Earth rise. Here you go. Slavia handed me a basket. It was a small island, barely 100 meters long, and it looked more like a berg grow than even rows of trees covering its entire surface. A calm green sea spread beneath our feet with wind causing lonely waves on its surface from time to time. This island looked like a lost paradise. It's no wonder that the most delicious strawberries grow here, just here. We got to split up. That way we'll do the job faster. Yeah, sure. But where are there only two? But there are only two baskets," said Lena humbly. Oh, you're right. My bad. So are we going to split up then? I can go with Lena or Slavia. Damn. If it was in the start, I would clearly see Slavia. Like, she's fucking good looking. She's nice. She's attractive. She's she's just really fucking nice. But I don't know why. But I tend to like Lena more and more. And I kinda wanna go with Lena. So I do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna straight up fucking do it, boys. Let me go with you. Let's go. Okay, that's fine. Slavia grabbed the second basket and ventured to the opposite side of the island. Well, let's go? Yeah. Lena smiled. Just pay attention. Don't leave a single berry behind. You do? So it was harvest time. Indeed, the strawberries were delicious. I could probably eat them all if I didn't stop myself in time. Despite being wild-grown, the berries were close to garden ones in size and had a rich red color, so it was clear that our visit here wasn't in vain. Lena followed me closely as we had only one basket for the both of us. I felt like a real mushroom picker, examining each shrub and carefully pawing the grass. Well, you're much better than me. Am I? Frankly, I'm not even counting them. Yeah, right, you are. The basket was already half full. You must enjoy nature, right? I do. Oh yeah, nature girl. Oh yeah, nature girl. Oh, you know what I mean, nature girl. Fuck behind that tree. Yeah, fuck you. The bright sun rays pierced the treetops and blinded me for a second. I sat down on the ground and leaned against a tree. Still, it's so beautiful here. Lena sat down next to me, so close that our elbows touched. Yeah. We just sat and enjoyed the moment. It seemed like time stood still. The wind gently shook the tree leaves. Some bugs lazily hopped around the grass, and splashes of sunlight played in the faraway water surface. Oh, damn boys. She's leaning against us. Yo! Oh, that's damn cute, man. I like that shit. Lena put her hand on my shoulder. I was surprised at first, but then I heard her regular breathing and thought that it's just a matter of course. Probably she felt drowsy and wanted to take a quick nap. I just sat there and didn't think of anything for a few minutes. But then words started crossing my mind with ultrasonic speed. Lena, so close. Sleeping? So warm. So gentle. Feelings? I gazed at her. She had such a serene, such a tranquil look on her face that it seems that right now she's not here, but in some kind of a better world. Damn, I'm 14 and this is deep. I don't know what would have happened the next moment if I didn't hear the voice of Slavia. Semyon! Lena! I shook my head from side to side a few times to come to my senses. Lena started to wake up. She opened her eyes and gave me an empty look. Have a nice dream? Huh? Suddenly realizing that she had dozed off leaning on my shoulder, Lena blushed. Oh, I'm sorry. It's fine. Slavia came over to us, so Lena rushed to get up. How are you guys? How much have you got? I sigh. That's not a lot. Her basket was filled with strawberries to the brim. Well, it's enough anyway. It's time to get back. I grabbed the basket and we headed back to the boat. The way back took less time as I tried to concentrate on rowing and ignoring everything else. My only wish was to get back alive. As the first trip hadn't got without consequences, and now my hands started to hurt after only a few sweeps of the oars. Having tied up the boat, I fell to the ground with no energy left. Slavia and Lena leaned over me. You could have said something if it was so hard for you. Yes. Never mind, it's fine. I'll just lie here for a bit and everything will be alright. Okay. Then get those baskets to Olga Dmitrievna, please. We have something else to do. Yeah, sure. I was ready to agree with anything at that moment, just so I wouldn't have to get up. Slavia put the baskets full of strawberries next to me and headed to the square, happily chatting with Lena about something. The hardest part is done anyway. That's what I thought before I got up and took the baskets. After the rowing, they felt like cement bags, even while weighing barely more than a few kilograms each. So the trip to the camp leader's cabin took much longer than usual. I had to stop every 50 meters to have a rest. Once I finally made it, I put the baskets on the ground and sat on the deck chair with difficulty. Olga Dmitrievna! Olga Dmitrievna! I got presents for you! There was no answer. I barely managed to get up and into the cabin. There was nobody there. If you don't need them, it's up to you. Lay down on the deck chair and fell asleep. I had a weird dream about a strawberry race. I was rowing a boat with my last ounces of strength, trying to escape huge berries that were chasing me. That's fucked up. That's fucked up, man. My hands were failing me and I could barely see anything because of the sweat covering my face. Blood was hammering in my temples, but the strawberries were getting closer. They were baring their teeth at me. But wait, strawberries with teeth?
Set me on! Set me on!
I woke up. Olga Dimitrievna was standing beside me, shaking my shoulder.
I see you got a rich harvest, didn't you?
Thanks to the girl's help.
Okay, but that's not all. That's not all.
Seriously, I was just anticipating the lovely rests I was about to have.
Do you even know what these strawberries are for?
Not a clue. What an honest confession.
We'll make a cake out of them.
I see. Well, that makes sense.
To honor the miraculous rescue of Zurich. And it's all thanks to you.
It was clear then getting the strawberries wasn't the last thing left to do. And why, please tell me, if I'm such a hero, why do I have to organize celebration in my name all by myself? Well, I guess...
So, I have an important task for you. We are missing yeast, flour, and sugar. And need it all in the canteen before dinner. And those who will make the cake can't deal with it on their own somehow.
I asked pitifully.
Of course they can't.
Wait. What the fuck? And those who will make the cake can't deal with it on their own somehow? Oh, okay. That was not Olga. I asked pitifully.
Of course they can't. All of them are busy, and you are the only one in the whole camp who does nothing.
While her words were partly true, that doesn't make it any easier for me now. Moreover, those words fell like a bullet to my head.
So, write it down. You'll get yeast in the infirmary, flour in the library, and sugar in the clubhouse.
Wait,
I have no time. I'm in a hurry. Good luck.
She smiled slyly and left. Of course, there are a lot of strange things in this camp, but yeast in the infirmary, okay, I can deal with that, but flour in the library and sugar, no, it's way beyond my comprehension. I spat on the floor. I don't want to, and I will not believe this. Just tell me you're pulling my leg. I would not be surprised if a crowd of fat green trolls would appear here right now beside me, with every one of them feeling obligated to laugh at me. So maybe to hell with this cake? I weighed my options for some time. No, if such a major plan of Olga Dimitrievna's fell through, I'd be the one. I'd be in a world of hurt. And it would complicate both my life in the camp and my search for answers, which I've stopped for quite a while. It seems I have no choice. Okay, so let's start in the infirmary to get yeast. So 2 seconds. I'm gonna take some water. Oh yeah. That was really fucking nice, boys. I feel like I've visited the infirmary too often recently. But what can I do? That's how things pan out. I sighed and knocked on the door. Come in, the nurse said with a trace of sing-song accent. Good afternoon. Olga Dimitrievna has sent me to get some, I hesitate slightly, yeast? Sure. She gave me a broad smile. It's just that I don't have any. Pioneer. How so? She said that. Well, I had some, but now there's none left. I didn't even bother asking why she had it in the first place. Well, don't you worry. You can have some aspirin, for example. That could be of some use to me, actually. Where do I get it then? I sighed. Take this. She opened the drawer and pulled out some kind of bottle. Ostan Kinsko was a well-known brand of cheap beer in the USSR. Okay. I took a closer look. It was of Contisco beer. Ah. What's the matter? Beer is also a fermented product. She gave me a deep gaze. Nobody will even notice. She had a point, but everything just looked so grotesque to me that I couldn't find anything to say. Are you sure?
Absolutely.
Okay then. The belt clearly wouldn't fit in my pocket into the pockets of my shorts. Well, thanks. I mumbled shyly, leaving the infirmary. Well, beer certainly could replace yeast. Even my limited knowledge of chemistry and biology was enough to accept this. But generally, walking around with this bottle in my hands looked like a silly idea to me, so I decided to bring it to Olga Dimitrievna's cabin and hid it there. But I had to reach it somehow without anybody noticing the beer. I hid the bottle under my shirt. And everything would have been fine, but Slavia called out to me at the square. Actually, she sprang out from behind me, so suddenly I even gave a start.
How's it going?
What exactly?
Your search for ingredients.
Ah, so you know already.
Yes, I do.
Slavia smiled. It's going alright. I answered, trying not to give away my unrest. This music feels like something big is gonna happen. Like we're gonna see a murder or something. It's gonna be a murder drama in a little while. Not right now. Now it sounds like happy-go-lucky and then murder drama scene later. Maybe. Could be. I answered, trying not to give away my unrest.
And what do you have there?
She pointed at the bottle sticking out of under my shirt. This. She got me. It's nothing. I blushed with a silly giggle. It's time to go. I was almost running, leaving the square with a puzzled Slavia behind. It's great that she is one of those people who don't ask no necessary questions. But there are people in this camp who like nothing better than to poke their noses into the other people's business. Passing the pioneers' cabins, I stumbled upon Ulyana. Oh no, fuck, we get Ulyana. No, I'm not funny. I should shut the fuck up. Haha.
What are you hiding there?
She gave me one of her cheeky looks. I thought there was no point in denying anything, so I replied in a provocative manner. It's none of your business. I'm a cipher officer bearing a message to headquarters.
That's certainly a big message.
I was carrying the bottle at waist height, so I was slightly embarrassed.
You want some help?
I'll deal with it on my own. I walked past her confidently and proceeded on my way. To my surprise, she didn't say anything nor try to pursue me. There was nothing at Olga Dimitrievna's cabin, so I successfully managed to stuff the bottle under my bed. Once I got outside, I sighed with relief. Really, I couldn't believe that I would ever worry that much about a single bottle of beer, like I was back in high school. It's a good thing it's safe now. Even if somebody finds it, I'll claim that it's not mine. I could always think up a suitable excuse for from my enormous experience. That's true. Let's go to the library for some flour then. If every other place on the cake ingredients list made at least some sense to me, then flour from the library made none. I thought hard about who would put it in the library and why, but couldn't find any sane explanation after all. Given Senya's harsh nature, I'd better knock first. 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 I'd be
Open.
I thought that was her. I can't really remember. I think that was her voice, so we're going with that. Senya peered at me closely from behind her glasses.
What do you want?
I don't think anything weird, but I didn't want to look like an idiot and I decided to explain things carefully. I need some flour. Olga Dmitrievna said that it's here. I understand that it sounds strange to keep the flour in the library, but I was sent to you and it's needed for a cake to celebrate Shurik's rescue.
Yes, I have the flour. Yes, I have the flour. What's so strange about it?
Shenya replied with surprise. At that second, I felt like I'd been hit on the head with a heavy weight and lost the ability to understand anything at all. Flower in the library? Sure, what's so strange about it? What the fuck? We're in Wonderland. I'm Alice. Now I'm gonna eat a magic mushroom and I'll be back here home and say, hey, I'm new here. What the?
Hey.
Yeah? Yeah. I was daydreaming.
Wait here. I'll be right back.
I keep changing her voice. What the fuck?
Wait here. I'll be right back.
Son, I think that's better. She disappeared behind the bookshelves while I folded my hands and started waiting. A moment later, the sound of a trapdoor groaning on its hinges reached me. Hey, you don't need some help? I inquired loudly.
I'll deal with it.
Fuck, I keep fucking up her voice. Shenya barked out to me.
She seems to be in the basement, so I'll have to wait a little.
Okie dokie. A few minutes passed, but Senya still hadn't returned. I was starting to get worried when the door wasn't suddenly flung open and Alicia came into the library. She looked surprised, too, seeing me here.
What are you doing here?
Am I not allowed to be here? I said rudely to her. Alicia was clearly a bit overwhelmed.
What do I care?
She snorted and headed to Shenya's table. And why are you here then? Alicia measured me with her eyes carefully and almost opened the mouth to say something, but then seemed to change her mind and turned away, hiding her hands behind the back. Returning a book? I blurted the first thing off the top of my head.
It's none of your business.
She replied with a hint of hesitation. Okay, boys. What book is it? Now, okay, look. This is gonna sound really fucked up, but look at this. Yeah, I'm a fucked up man. Alicia was silent. Oh, come on, let me see it. I wondered what Miss High Voltage Keeps Away reads.
It's none of your business.
Her voice was even less confident. Okay, I don't insist or anything. In fact, I was quite interested to find out what Alicia was reading. Moreover, I was quite amused to see a book in her hands. TV, movies, or a computer, if one were available here, all these things seemed to be too much more appropriate entertainment for a girl like her. But she had a book instead. Try to snatch the book out of Alicia's hand. Stay on guard. I'm gonna stay on guard. Curiosity killed the cat. Anyway, it's Alicia, and that means it could quickly turn into a total mess. Plus, I still have ingredients to collect. Well, I'll fuck, no, I cannot. Fuck it. Okay, let's try to snap it. My curiosity won. I struck it at the right moment when Alicia was away from me and snatched the book. Ouch! She screamed. In the following second, her face took on such an expression that it made me question my decision. If I'm about to die, at least I will know what for. I held a copy of Gone with the Wind in my hand. That was the same book that Lena was reading that evening on a bench. I was so astonished that I completely forgot about my imminent death. Is it interesting? Yeah. Alicia answered without any enthusiasm, blushing. Okay then. I handed the book back to her. Alicia threw it on the table and left the library quickly without looking at me. Okay, that's weird. I liked it better. I like the other one better. I like the other. Stay on guard, yes. Curiosity killed the cat. Anyway, well, I'll come later. Alicia left the library quickly without looking at me. It got me thinking. What this book could be about if she was so ashamed of it. And ashamed Alicia is something extraordinary by itself, but Alicia ashamed about a book? But what's the point in guessing now? There's no way to find anything out. Finally, Shenya's deep groan rang out, reaching each and every corner of the library.
Grab it. Grab it.
I passed by the bookshelves and beheld the perspiring librarian sitting near the trapdoor leading into the basement with a small sack next to her. Well, they might have some sort of storehouse down there. Thanks. I took the sack and left the library. That makes sense. If they have a storehouse, they could store things. Thank goodness it wasn't too heavy, so I carried it down to Olga Dmitrievna's cabin without too much effort. That's fantastic. Let's go to the library. Let's go to the clubhouse. It feels like I've been gone through more things today than all the previous days combined. Yeah, I kind of do. Thus, approaching the clubhouse, I'd even forgotten to think about how awkward it must be to look for Sugar there. Sugar in the clubhouse? Damn. Nah. Are they making a sex robot as a little fucking kitten? Is that not a kitten, but a Neko girl? Wow, Neko girl, Neko, kawaii moe. And they're gonna fuck it? He even looks ashamed of it. You pig, Electronic. You fucking pig. Same with you, Shurik. You dumb faggot. No, he ain't a faggot. He gave a tits. He's just a pig too. Shurik and Electronic were enthusiastically building something. They were so busy that they didn't even notice me. I looked closely. It was some kind of robot, or at least the body of one. Moreover, the body was female and had animal ears. I didn't want to make up theories about purpose of such a device for luminaries of camp cybernetics. Even though the design looked practically workable, I had my doubts about this robot being able to conquer Earth, or at least being able to do anything on its own. But they seemed to be enjoying the progress more than the end result itself, and that was something we shared, even though I didn't want to admit it. On the other hand, they weren't afraid of possible failure, criticism, or jokes. They were working towards their goal without paying attention to others who would call it unrealistic or even absurd. Oh, it looks like I'm truly comparing them to luminaries of the science. Hey guys. I greeted them uncertainly.
Oh, Shurik. Oh, Shurik, come in. We're always glad to see you.
I was actually already inside.
You know. Sorry for what happened yesterday. I barely remember anything but well.
No, man, it's okay.
And what brings you to our humble abode?
Electronic looked at me shyly. Ah, fuck, I hate saying Electronic's voice. I need to come up with our other one. Sorry if you liked it, boys, but it fucks my throat up every time, and it's really unpleasant. Sometimes I feel that he makes such a face when he knows something about the other person. Something he can use in the right moment. Sugar? I need sugar. An image from an ancient video game suddenly came into my mind, where some kind of unit like a builder or something cried out with all of its 5 pixel stature, "Gold! We need more gold!" Okay, a new voice for him.
We got it,
said Electronic calmly.
Why would you want that?
I felt that I shouldn't explain to Shurik that they want to bake a cake for him. I shouldn't spoil the surprise. I don't know. Olga Dmitrievna told me to get some.
Okay, hang on.
Electronic disappeared behind the door into the next room. And why do we have sugar here? Why not in the canteen?
When the food truck came last time, it was the last thing to unload. And given that their building is the closest one to the entrance, they decided to leave it here to save some effort.
That's reasonable, isn't it? The door opened, revealing Electronic holding a huge bag behind him. I really don't know what size of the cake will be, but that was obviously too much sugar. Well, thanks, but I don't need it all.
But where will we put it?
Electronic gave me a surprised look.
We don't have a place for it. You asked Bazooka to take it.
It seems that the precious smile of his wasn't there without reason. Maybe you will help me then? It's not that far to carry.
We're busy.
He pointed his hand at the robot. I gazed at Shurik. He owed me after all. He hesitated and then looked away in shame. I sighed, took the bag and hid it to the door. Thanks anyway, I said at parting, exerting myself. But I didn't make it too far. Just after a mere 20 meters I had to put the bag down to have a rest. I had no idea how much it weighed, but it felt like more than 20 kilos. On the one hand, it was just 200 meters to the canteen. On the other hand, even such a distance with the payload on my shoulder, or alternatively in my hands on my legs, or under my arm, or even on my head, looked impossible for me to cover. And as I resigned myself to move in minor sprints with prolonged pauses between them, so I could get there by night at least, I heard a voice behind me. Maybe I could help you? I saw Lena in front of me. I don't think you can. It was one of those moments when I felt painfully how dramatic I was out of shape. I can bring a handcart. A handcart? Why didn't I think of that myself? Yes, that would be great. Wait here, I'll bring it right back. Aw, she's so cute. I fucking love you, Lena. Lena. This is, Lena. This is my declaration of love to you, Lena. You are a very, very, very attractive, nice, sweet, cute girl. And I really do think that you are the perfect specimen. You are obviously not the best looking at Slavia. But you were obviously the best girl. I fucking love you, and I want to marry you. Lena, please. Please, Lena, just one Mary. One Mary, I need you in my life, Lena. I need you. One Mary, Lena. One Mary. She smiled and ran in the direction of the square. What would I do without her? That's fucking true. It's good that Lena isn't always that shy and can take the initiative sometimes. I started to think, she seemed quite unusual now, with no trace of shyness on her face and actually the complete opposite, smiles and confidence. The offer of help wasn't something extraordinary by itself, but getting it from Lena... I think she likes us back and I fucking love that. I love you, Lena! Aww. A few minutes later, she came back with a smallish handcart. I put the bag down on it. Thanks. Don't mention it. She blushed and looked down. Oh, the Lena we all know is back. So I'll go then. Yes, see you. And thank you again. I shouted after her. Sometimes I feel like there are two different people living inside of Lena. But the second one, confident and happy and sometimes even bold, only appears when she talks to me. Or am I making things up again? I thought that it would be better if I get all the ingredients at once, so I headed to Olga Dmitrievna's cabin with the handcart. Finally, it seems that everything had been collected. I took the handcart with sugar outside and put the sack with the flour in it, followed by the 2 baskets of strawberry that somehow fitted in between. And the beer was hidden under my shirt just in case. The day was coming to its end, and I had to hurry, as cake itself would need some time to bake. Of course, I'd rather enjoy lying down, closing my eyes, and getting a decent sleep, but I just couldn't let Olga Dmitrievna down. Indeed, after all the trouble I'd gone to, I even felt personally responsible for the success of this event. Okay, boys, and I think this is a great place to end this episode. I want to thank you all for liking, subscribing. Remember to thank you all for watching, and remember to like, subscribe, and if you don't, I'm gonna shit in a corner store and leave a comment telling me how weird that was that they were building a sex robot. Like, ew, what the fuck? And guys, I want to say bye.